I'd describe it as a fast road cam.
Hey, this is Ben at PPC. I'm here with Craig Bigham. Hi, Craig.
Hi Ben, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
And we're here to talk about your 205.
We certainly are.
So, how long have you had the 205?
So, it was actually the second car I've ever bought.
Nice.
I think I've had it for 22 years this year.
And how was it when you got it?
When I got it, it was completely standard, 1.9.
Oh.
It had an interior and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Excellent.
So I drove it for, probably drove it for a couple of years, completely standard.
Yeah.
Then, I mean, it had a high miles when I bought it, and I think that the valve guide started to wear.
Yeah,
so
a bit of blue smoke and
started
everything.
to blue smoke out
Yeah.
the back. So at that point, I thought
Yeah.
I'm gonna change the engine.
Nice. So, what did you do?
The engine that everyone goes for, and what I went for is the 405 Mi16 engine.
Nice. Yeah.
So I managed to track one of those down, bought the whole car. We salvaged everything we needed from the car.
Yep.
Wish I'd kept the car in the end, but we didn't.
Yep.
And then rebuilt the engine. Me and my friend just rebuilt it completely stock.
Yep.
And then that was where the journey really started.
So, what happened after that? You got to 160 brake horsepower.
So it was freshly
then-
built engine. It was probably 160 brake.
Yeah.
I drove it like that for 9 years on the road.
Yeah. What gearbox did you have? 1.6? Or...
No, 162, a little bit too short.
It's good. It's fun though.
It is. It's got the Mi16 box.
Oh right. Okay.
I find the 161's a bit too short.
Yeah.
And the 1.91 is a little bit
Too long. And then the Mi16
is in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it was designed for that.
Yeah, and it was matched to it, so it's got that gearbox, and I actually think that is suited the best to it.
Yeah, I had many years ago, I had an Mi16 with a 1.6 box, and it was an absolute riot. But I was also 21 at the time, and so maybe now, a few years later, just a few.
I mean, they've got all the acceleration, but the trouble is when you're at 70 mile an hour at 4,500 RPM,
Yeah, that's going to get a bit drony.
it's a little bit drony in there.
Yeah, and then fuel consumption.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong, the MI box doesn't make much difference.
No, I suppose not.
And now that it's completely stripped out inside, it's pretty drony in there.
So, do you use it mostly for track now?
I haven't track dayed it yet.
Have you not?
No.
'Cause it's all stripped out with the
Oh
bucket
yeah,
and
but
everything.
I just call it race car inspired.
Nice.
So I'm really into motorsport,
Yeah,
and that's how I want that to be.
great. And so,
that's it.
Do you use it regularly?
I mean, the clocks have just changed, so I'm starting to use it a bit more now, but just probably minimum once a week.
Yeah.
But if I can get more than that out of it, I
Great.
will.
There you go.
Weather permitting,
Yes.
because the weather's terrible. You don't want to take it out in the rain.
No, 205s are famous for their lift-off
Lift-off
oversteer.
oversteer, so
Yeah.
you don't want to get in trouble with that.
No, but you've done a lot of work to the suspension.
So chassis-wise, it's got it's 309 GTI rear beam
Wider,
on the back, so
yeah.
it's a little bit wider.
And the front is at 309
So
arms
it's got
as well?
the 309 lower arms at the
Nice,
front.
yeah.
Then it's obviously got the 309 drive shafts.
Yeah.
Then I'm running Peugeot Sport, Bilstein
Yeah.
coilovers.
With road inserts,
And they've
if I
got
remember?
tarmac inserts.
Yeah, perfect. So it's a bit more manageable than...
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. It is a little bit stiff.
Yeah.
But I
mean,
don't mind it.
Yeah, it's a squat little 205
Yeah,
GTI.
yeah.
It's,
But
it
yeah,
should be.
boy does it drive.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
And then I've got uprated anti-roll bar front and back,
Yeah.
so that makes it look better.
Nice.
It's got
Brakes?
Brakes. So just fitted new brakes. AP Racing
Very
4
good.
pots. They're
Yeah.
from the 106 GTI Cup. That
106 GTI? Okay.
That's when it used to go. So the
Right.
brakes that were available for that.
Right.
So they're 4-pot AP calipers. Then I've got AP discs.
So MI16s were notorious for having oil starvation issues when you were doing some hard cornering. How have you handled that?
So there you can get a Peugeot Sport sump baffle, but I have got 306 GTI 6 sump.
Yep.
They have an integral baffle and gate inside
And that, is that an easy
already.
fit?
Direct swap.
Oh, it's a direct swap. Great.
Yep.
I didn't even know that.
So yeah, they've got an integral baffle with a gate inside.
Oh, right.
So that has.
Great.
It's still not perfect.
Yeah, but you're not
it's a
going
hell of
to
a
blow
lot
your
better.
bottom end.
Yeah, it's a hell of a lot better.
Yeah.
I do plan to dry sump it.
Cool.
But again, like I say, I don't track day it, and you still have to watch it on the road.
Yeah.
You're going around a long corner.
Have you ever had any incidents on the road, engine-wise or otherwise? You're lucky.
Thankfully, no. The engine's only just been built. I didn't build this one because this one's a lot more advanced.
Yes, it's balanced and...
So it's forged. CNC heads did the head.
Yeah.
So it's CNC
And it's on
polished.
throttle bodies?
It's on 48mm.
48s?
48
Well, twin
Jenveys,
48s.
yeah.
Nice.
In the head, so the head's polished and ported, CNC polished. Then
Yeah.
it's got big valves, the biggest valves you can fit. You can't
Excellent.
fit bigger valves. One-piece stainless steel.
Yeah.
It's converted it to solid lifters.
Yeah.
So it's got solid lifters. It's got two 92-degree cam.
Have you had it rolling roaded?
Yes.
What,
Had it all mapped.
what
Made
power did it make?
242
242?
yeah,
In a 205?
at 7,400 RPM.
Jeez.
However,
However.
we're still running it in. Haven't done 1,000 miles
Oh,
yet.
wow, okay,
It's
so-
capable of 8,500. So we're going to raise it.
Jeez.
But we're going to run it in a little bit more first. So yeah,
Yeah.
at the minute, 242 at 7.4.
God. Have you ever taken it down the quarter of a mile?
No, I haven't.
What
I'd
will
like
you?
to predict it would do a 12 something.
Yeah.
High
Cool.
12.
Yeah. So what have you got in terms of managed?
So it's running Omex 600 management.
Yeah.
And then I had a motorsport loom made for it.
Oh, great. So the world is in a difficult position at the moment, and we want to do our bit to help. So every new Patreon sign up we make between now and the end of May, we're going to give all the proceeds of that to Save the Children, the charity. And it's not just giving to charity, you're also supporting us continuing to make these videos. So if you want to see behind the scenes footage, written articles, more exclusive content, early access, that kind of thing, then check out our Patreon and we'd really appreciate it. It starts from only £2 a month, and that's not even a coffee these days. Thank you. So you have 242 brake horsepower. How do you get the power down? What helps you do that?
So like I said about the gearbox, so the gearbox internally is standard with the gears. However, the only thing I've changed is it's got a Quaife ATB
Nice.
diff in it.
Yeah.
The gearboxes, the BE gearboxes are really, really strong.
Yeah. Is it B1 or B3?
It's the BE15 mine.
Okay, so you got lift up reverse. Yeah, very good.
Yeah, they're good. They're good up to about 300 horsepower.
Yeah.
And then above that, it starts to
Yeah.
chew the gears. But yeah, mine's not.
Very
Mine's
good.
not anywhere near that yet. So
Do you have any future plans for it?
power-wise, I'm much more of a fan of normally aspirated than turbo. You could put bigger cams in that and make it definitely more powerful, but
Yeah.
it starts to just become undrivable on the road, really.
Yeah,
The
ultimately
pow-
you want to be able to...
The power is
use it.
so far up in the rev range
Mhm.
that yeah, you want to be able to use it. So
Yeah.
at the minute, I mean, it's got a good sized cam,
Well-
but it's still usable. It's still got a nice big.
Yeah.
It's got a nice big power band.
So you can take it down to the shops if you so choose.
Oh, you can absolutely. You can
But-
daily drive it if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cool.
But yeah, it's towards that higher sort of level of.
It's getting there.
Yeah, it's getting there. But again, that's what I wanted it to be like that.
Well, why don't we see it in action?
Let's do that then.
All right. Craig, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
That was the first fast 205 ride I had in about 15 years.
Excellent. Glad you enjoyed it.
I did. I'm slightly terrified.
Excellent. You must have enjoyed it.
I definitely want another one. So thank you very much.
No, thank you very much.
And if you liked this video, please like, subscribe, share with your friends. And if you'd like to support Save the Children whilst helping us keep making these videos, please consider joining our Patreon. It's only from £2 a month. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.